Hello and welcome to part 2 of the lecture, General Financial Rules 2017, Definitions. Rule 2 Definitions. These definitions are relevant under these rules, unless the context otherwise requires. Administrator means administrator of a union territory, by whatever name designated. Note, every union territory is administered by the President acting through an administrator appointed by him. An administrator of a union territory is an agent of the President and not head of state like a governor. The President can specify the designation of an administrator as Lieutenant Governor or Chief Commissioner or Administrator. At present, it is Lieutenant Governor for Delhi, J&K, Puducherry and Andaman and Nicobar Islands and Administrator for Chandigarh, Dadra and Nagar Haveli, Daman and Diu and Lakshadweep. 13. Financial year means the year beginning on the 1st of April and ending on the 31st of March following. Note, for example, financial year 2021-22 means year beginning on the 1st of April 2021 and ending on the 31st of March 2022. 14. Government account means the account relating to the consolidated fund, the contingency fund and the public account. 15. Consolidated Fund means the Consolidated Fund of India referred to in Article 266(1) of the Constitution. Note, Consolidated Fund of India includes 1. All revenues received by the Government of India, 2. All loans raised by that government by the issue of treasury bills, loans or ways and means advances, 3. All monies received by that government in repayment of loans. No amount can be drawn from this fund without authorization of the Parliament. Public account means the public account of India referred to in Article 266(2) of the Constitution. Note, all other public monies received by or on behalf of the Government of India or the Government of a state shall be credited to the public account of India or the public account of the state, as the case may be. Here, other signifies other than the Consolidated Fund of India. The government is merely acting as a banker in the transactions of public account. This includes Provident Fund deposits, judicial deposits, departmental deposits, etc. This account is operated by executive action. 16. Contingency Fund means the Contingency Fund of India established under the Contingency Fund of India Act, 1950, in terms of Article 267(1) of the Constitution. Note, Contingency Fund is in the nature of an imprest, money maintained for a specific purpose, placed at the disposal of the President to enable him, her to make advances to meet urgent unforeseen expenditure, pending authorization by the Parliament. Approval of the Parliament for such expenditure and for withdrawal of an equivalent amount from the Consolidated Fund is subsequently obtained, whereupon the advances from the Contingency Fund are recouped to the fund. The fund is held by the Finance Secretary, Department of Economic Affairs, on behalf of the President. This fund is operated by executive action. Presently, Contingency Fund of India has been earmarked as 500 crore and UT of Jammu and Kashmir as 25 crores. 18. Local body means an authority legally entitled or specially empowered by government to administer a local fund. Note, local bodies are the institutions of the local self-governance, both rural, e.g., panchayats, and urban, e.g., municipalities, established to build democracy at the grassroots level. 19. Local fund means a local fund as defined in Rule 652 of the Treasury Rules. Note, Rule 652 of the Treasury Rules, the expression local fund denotes I. Revenues administered by bodies which by law or rule having the force of law come under the control of the government, whether in regard to the proceedings generally, or to specific matters such as the sanctioning of their budgets, sanction to the creation or filling up of particular appointments, the encashment of leave, pension or similar rules, e. The revenues of anybody which may be specially notified by the government as such. 20. Recurring expenditure means the expenditure which is incurred at periodical intervals for the same purpose. Note: it is normal, ongoing, frequent and routine expenditure. For example, salaries. 21. Non-recurring expenditure means expenditure other than recurring expenditure. Note: it is infrequent and non-repetitive expenditure. For example, construction of a building. 22. Public works means works for the use of general public. They include the civil, electrical works including public buildings, public services, transport infrastructure etc., both original and repair works and any other project, including infrastructure. 23 inches Reserve Bank means the Reserve Bank of India or any office or agency of the Reserve Bank of India and includes any bank acting as the agent of the Reserve Bank of India in accordance with the provisions of the Reserve Bank of India Act, 1934, Act 2 of 1934. 24 inches Treasury Rules means the Treasury Rules of the central government. 24. Capex Model. In the Capex model, capital expenditures is used by the buyer to straightway purchase goods followed by procurement of consumables, arranging comprehensive maintenance contract after warranty period and finally disposing the product after useful life. Explanation: Capex or capital expenditure refers to one-time upfront costs incurred for assets that will be used in the future. Capital expenditures are typically for fixed assets like property, plant, equipment, etc. Capital expenditure is incurred when a business, organization acquires assets that could be beneficial beyond the current tax year. OPEX model. In the OPEX model, the seller provides the goods, maintains it and also provides the consumables as required and finally takes back the goods after useful, contracted life. The operating expenditure is made by the buyer in a staggered manner per the terms and conditions of the contract. Explanation: OPEX or operational expenses refers to the day-to-day operational expenses that support the business. They typically include general and administrative expenses, wages, maintenance and repairs costlies. Thanks for watching.